Previously on Trails Beyond the Horizon, Shizuna joined Van's party as a guest character. In the Grim Garten, Shizuna used her old account to log in and enabled Grendel for Van. This allowed the party to easily defeat the boss and move one step closer to the true third domain.
Now they'd make her a fun fight.
Brace yourself! Show what you're really capable of!
Let's go!
We can get the jump if it's
Now I can start one turn with Grendel, huh?
Time to close in.
Yeah, essentially it allows me to make use of a Grendel turn without having to lower myself to 100 CP. So I could actually just do this and then end with Regal Beatdown and still have some CP left, huh?
I'll lend a hand!
No escape! Got you! You're screwed now! Follow up!
Acknowledge.
Oh, and you still follow up because some of his turns were not S-crafts. I see. Some of his actions were non-S-crafts, so they still technically fulfill the condition for that. Huh.
You picked the wrong guy to fight.
Nice going, Van.
That might be a neat trick to use against larger enemies, huh?
Ready for my close-up.
It's hard to make a decision when you're familiar with the charm of every manufacturer's vehicles. What happened to BGM? There's no doubt I want my own car in the future, that's for sure. Okay, got turned back on. There was an awkward pause. I'm gonna start saving now. When I'm old enough for a part-time job, I'll work 7 days a week. And I'll take out a loan and buy the car I like best. Oh man, I can't wait.
The shards are reacting.
Oh, the portal is right there.
Reward deposited!
There was a mess back at the station last night when a large number of missing people turned up. As it happens, I did my best to find out who they were, but I couldn't identify a single one. Ugh, I'm so pathetic. I have to get more experience so I can be of use in the field. I haven't been in the field much. Now my lack of experience is rearing its ugly head. I've gotta work hard so I can be of more help.
Searching.
Buster?
The police will be able to help.
I heard you helped save a missing person last night. Thanks for your hard work. Still, the fact that it's affecting this many people and that they all have fuzzy memories of what happened is unheard of. Then there's the whole thing with the CID. Who would have thought that they'd collaborate with the guild in that Eastern organization? Well, there's nothing for it. The launch is in 2 days too, so we'll need to work the best we can. Senior Officer Colorado has gotten really busy, so I'm in charge of reception today. Now that I'm in my second year as a police officer, I think he's starting to rely on me more. And I hope so. I'll do my best to tell citizens everything you need to know. This is the general reception desk. If there's something wrong, just let me know. Because today I'm the one in charge of reception. Girl, what the heck am I supposed to do? You're a high schooler with potential. There's no way I can win, right? No way, I'm better in one or two areas, I'm sure of it.
Check out Eddie's Deals on Wheel.
What, you mean you didn't know anything about it, Berzalia? That's right, how can you be so horrible, Eddie? Keep a secret like that from me. Starting today, I'm gonna be helping out, right, Eddie? Sorry I didn't tell you. If I should go alone to see what I'm made of. If I don't know if I'll be able to become strong. That's not true, Eddie. There's tons of stuff you wouldn't realize if you did it by yourself. I used to think like that too before you helped me recognize the truth, so this time I'll be the one to help you. Is that so? Huh? You win, Berzalia. I'd be happy to have your support. It'll be my pleasure. Yeah, Berzalia looks really happy. I might be a little jealous. Eddie and Berzalia helped me out before, and I've been dead to them ever since. Still, what they have must be nice. Wait, I don't have time to think about them. I've got a practice match this afternoon. I want to get there a little early, so I should go tell the team after this. Welcome, welcome. We've got everything from stationery to box lunches. I understand how Eddie feels. I want to become strong too. So I'm going to help him in a way that doesn't hinder his growth. Aren't I so nice? I'm surprised, Eddie. I never thought you were serious about starting a business. You've gotten quite a few customers too. I guess your place is pretty popular. Now, it's only because I've finally gotten the hang of things. Honestly, I've got a long way to go, but with Berzalia helping out, I've got to work hard. As long, at least as hard as you guys, and you're aiming for the big leagues. Well, we'll try to live up to your words. Let's both get our all so that we can look back with no regrets. We know Eddie since he left Desire. No matter what anybody tells you, he's a tenacious, compassionate guy who's always thinking of others. Sure, he's got an unruly past, but I think running a business suits him. Welcome, set up in the business district today. There's a surprising number of people coming despite the rain, and a young lady is helping too. Simon the Yard's also dropped by. Feels like I'm finally picking up momentum.
What's it gonna be?
Anything new here? No? I've been skimming global news for work. And it seems there are those internationally that consider the Republic's technological capabilities to be a threat. It seems they're trying to say that we can use our rockets to attack any part of the continent. So we're not like the Aronian Empire of the days past. I wish people wouldn't joke about things like that. While it's true that the aerospace force established within the military seems to be handling the space program, their only goal is the peaceful application of the technology. The idea that they bring it for military use is absurd. More importantly, we need to make sure our nation sees this historic feat through to the end. There's a big fashion show in August, so of course Erlen will have pieces on display. I'm just surprised the store manager is going to bring me along too. Surely it's because I've refined my taste, so I just cannot wait. Nothing would make me happier than getting to see a show up close. I've always longed to. Excuse me for raising my voice again. I do wonder if Carol will be participating too. There's just so much to look forward to. I've got to do my best to make sure we're ready. The Republic's many famous fashion shows attract attention from outside the country every year. It makes me wonder how the fervor for outer space might influence fashion. I can sense people from all over the continent watching and wondering with me. And maybe we'll see some new ideas in this year's collection. I'll have to think carefully about what I should put on display at Erlen. I was originally a model, but now I'm involved in production as well. I expect I'll have to focus all my energy into this year's collection. And I hope I can show everyone some unprecedented innovation.
Please take as much time as you need.
I came with you because you said you wanted to work up a sweat. But what the heck is going on with you, man? Must be nice for you, James. You got good reflexes, so you're good at basketball. In the end, it's all about ability. For a guy like me without any redeeming features, it's hell. What kind of nonsense is that? Maybe you can't tell, but I practice a lot. Sure, there are people who are good at everything from the get-go, but even people like that value the basics. The basics, huh? Maybe that's what I'm missing. I can't say for sure, but I do know one thing. There's no such thing as a shortcut. When you learn something, you need to put it into practice the right way. Oh, I see. Thanks, James. The classic story progression be referring to the foundation of the original work a comic is based on?
And now for the
if that's the case, then I should...
news desk. Hope you're having a good one, listeners.
Why did I go and give away advice to all people? Well, I guess doing this kind of thing once in a while isn't bad.
Recently formed idol group Vega has been garnering much...
Just 100 more to go. Our next opponent's a pro team, so there's no time to slack off. I gotta improve my accuracy. For practicing in the rain, well, you're welcome to use the hoop. I'm just gonna be singing shots.
Space program related...
Gonna eat something?
The space program's a hot topic these days. Seems like it's giving Longley a lot of attention. That town has inherited a pronounced Eastern culture, including influences from the Far East. The same is true of my soba and grilled skewers. I visited Longley when I was young to learn the essence of these things. I wonder how the town has changed.
Hey, welcome. Don't be a stranger.
Okay, there's the token here. Another one here.
It's searching.
Right behind this car. An old regular called me up today for the first time in a while. We knew each other back when I was still a new driver. It's been a while, and they've retired since then, but it's nice to have a relationship that doesn't change. Wow, look who's getting sentimental all of a sudden. It's been a while, but it's nice to have a relationship that doesn't change. Maybe we'll chat about what we've been up to while I drive him around. Okay, Grim tokens.
You might think that. Consider this.
You've already gone on another date. You're already going on another date. Yeah, it's giving me so much advice. Next to you, I think this one will last. I was just sharing my intuition. Who knows, maybe we'll feel compelled to say yes before long. Say yes? It's a little early for that. From what I hear, Miss Sonia and Edward really suit each other. I hope they enjoy many years of happiness together. I'm certainly old enough to marry, but I don't want to become a burden on him.
Let's have a look.
We invested an astronomical amount of Mira into this Project Startaker, and the results will finally be made public the day after tomorrow. Even with the stock market accounted for, it's likely the GDP will be boosted by 20%. Incredible, and this is coming from a major shareholder in the Verne Company, the president of the Bank of Edith. If such numbers come to pass, then the Gramhart administration will become unshakable. This might be the bare end for your opposition party, Polanski. I've been prepared for an eventuality. But still, we must fulfill our duty. That's our responsibility as the opposition. I don't think we're just standing idly by either. It's likely we'll return power at some point in the future. Wow, sounds like the bigwigs are having a complex conversation, huh? Yeah, I don't want to interrupt, so let's try not to eavesdrop. My schedule is packed with meetings and things of that nature after this. Well, I suppose it was worth exchanging opinions, including on what may happen if this succeeds. I may not be much for ideological thinking, but at least I devote myself to my work. Roy used to be a young member of our own Republican Party. I even used to help him out myself. But now it's come to this. I suppose we'll just have to do what we can as the opposition party. Now that we're just idly standing by, the time will come when our party returns to power. Thank you both for this valuable exchange of opinions. Now I'm terribly sorry, but my schedule requires I get going. Of course, and I'll see you at the celebration. Please, go ahead. I'm sure you have important matters to attend to.
Allow me to I hope to see you again.
The manager's busy, so I'm manning the counter into his place. Please let me know if you need anything. Alright, criminal, I'll leave the rest to you. Understood, don't worry about Miss Berzalia. I'll be meeting up with the escort team to keep an eye on the area. Very well, I'll return this afternoon, but make sure to get in touch with me if anything happens. The young miss is an adult now, so we plan to watch over her from a distance. I do wonder, will the bank president meet with her? Even if things are always like this, I can't help but feel a little sad. The president has an important meeting coming up, and I will be accompanying him. I'm sure the young lady and Eddie will be fine, as I have outstanding subordinates. I'll leave that to them, and concentrate on the merit in question. Oh shoot! It seems your side quest is not... I don't need to go to the board to activate it. It's banned the rest of Arkride Solutions. Thank goodness, you really came. Is this an acquaintance of yours? Yes, this is kinda from Creil Village, but based on the reaction... Yep, seems like you put out a first VG. Yes, the truth is, something terrible has happened. Please, save us. Save the Creil Reconstruction Fund. You want us to save a fund? Sounds like you're stuck between a rock and a hard place. You're the one who made the request, I'm guessing. Yes, I'm Allison with the Creil Reconstruction Fund. Can you please hear me out? Hold on, Hot Tech, you're telling us that all of the mirror in the Reconstruction Fund is Spanish? Judith, not so loud. Yeah, literally just told us this is confidential. Not that isn't wild. I'm embarrassed to admit. The Creil Reconstruction Fund was established to help Morton rebuild Creil Village after Almada blew it up, right? Yeah, it was a real tragedy. The fund received tons of donations and assistance from both inside and outside of the country. In addition to managing all the mirror, the fund's been providing reparations to bereaved families and negotiating with the government. If I recall correctly, the donations they collected totaled more than 5 million mirror in cash alone. It was all stolen this morning. Yeah, so let me explain the order of events. First of all, I'm going to be interviewed next week as one of the bereaved for a piece on Creil Village. I wanted to look into something related to that, so I went to the Reconstruction Fund's office this morning. When I got there, the staff were in an uproar. Every mirror of the donations that had been in the safe was gone, and so was the representative. Even the representative? Do you mean to say the representative made off with the donations? I don't know. Mr. Merton, the representative, doesn't seem like the kind of man who would do such a thing. Still, we haven't been able to contact him since this morning. The staff members were even split up to look for him. Kinda and I just checked the fund's account in the Bank of Edith's main branch, fearing the worst. Isn't that where he kept the substantial contributions from different businesses and foreign organizations? Wait, don't tell me. The entire account was withdrawn yesterday by Mr. Merton himself. Oh hell. Then, it'd be easy to think he's guilty, no doubt about it. Maybe he's being blackmailed? But something tells me the head of Arkride Solutions here disagrees. Forget me, even the client doesn't seem convinced. I take it this Merton fellow isn't the kind of person who'd do something like that, right? Right, both Lashkar and I owe him a lot. He really is a good person. He even donated most of his own money to the fund. He was originally the chairman of the Vichy County Agricultural Association. He was beloved for his sincerity, but his sister married a man from Creil Village, and she... I see, so Merton is mourning a family member too. He's been giving his all for the sake of the survivors ever since. Which is why, when it came time to choose a representative, we recommended Merton. We trusted him to coordinate everything. I hear he's never missed a memorial service at Edith Cathedral. He certainly appears to be an upstanding person. I wonder what happened. He must have a reason, right? No one knows for sure. It's just the past couple of days, he has seemed a little absent-minded. Oh, he's definitely blackmailed. It's certainly possible he was in some sort of debt. Sounds like you've got a real scandal on your hands. That's why kinda referred me to you guys. Please, can you bring our representative back without word getting out? I can't overlook something this big involving Creil. Alright, we're officially taking this on. We can't let someone disrespect this tragedy like that. Right, especially not since we have our own connection to it. I've had my hands in donations and charities too, so I can't ignore something like this. You can count on my full support. Thank you very much. I'm so relieved. I know you'll be able to get to the bottom of this. You sure have a lot of faith in us. But how are we going to find this guy? What do you guys think? Well, first I asked if they know where the representative might have gone. Our staff have been checking everywhere we can think of this morning, but with no luck. We've only managed to confirm that he dropped by the bank's main branch yesterday and that he left his house this morning. In that case, the only thing that I can think of... Went underground? He took the mirror and went underground. It's a natural assumption anyway. Underground? Yeah, he does seem to have a large social circle. I wouldn't be surprised if he had connections to the underside of society. Like, say, the Blacklight District. You mean the capital's 13th district? Quite literally underground, it's possible. Since we've come this far, maybe it'd be faster to just head on over there. Yeah, let's take a look. You don't mind if we handle things, do you? It'd be better if there wasn't a big fuss about it. Please do. I'll head back to the office then and let everyone know about the situation. We're counting you to find Mr. Merton. 1 SP.
Okay, time to get to work.
Well, Grammy, what are you doing here? What are you blowing me for, Missy? As of last night, I'm pretty much done with my supervision of the glorious stage play. Today I've got a new task, a consultation of these folks. Wait, you know each other? The runner-up of the Z1 Championship and the bigwig director from Calvard Productions.
Oh, hey! It's the Spriggan and his assistants. It's been a while.
It's been a while for me as well.
Thanks again for all your help during the filming of Golden Requiem. Because of you, the movie turned out better than I'd even hoped. I really can't express my gratitude enough.
Oh, no need. I didn't do much of anything special. With Judith as your main lead, of course it was going to turn out good. Hey, count with the modesty. You helped in all sorts of ways, from stunts to crew work. You even dealt with the monsters that show up on set. It was pretty fun there, being there in Messelam. I was able to see all sorts of equipment up close. It really is a fascinating movie.
Oh, thank you. That means a lot to me that you like it so much.
I'm only still here now because you all saved me back during those terrorist attacks at the Z1 Grand Prix. I owe you my life after all that. Still, I can't help but feel a bit frustrated at just being runner-up there.
Oh, we're sorry to have brought that up, aren't we, Aaron? Hey, it wasn't a diss or anything. It was a full finish between you and that sad stack. A difference of a tenth of a second. You even went and took that L and used it to fuel your drive to improve. There's nothing bad about that. Hey, are you even in a position to talk when it comes to that? My, would have loved to been there to see the Z1 Grand Prix. Figured to be the case, but it seems like he doesn't have any memories from those 3 days. Yeah, honestly, it's a relief he doesn't. But Grammy, if the two of you are here consulting at a time like this, I bet I can guess what it's about. Hey, don't stick your nose in other people's business, girly. Well, considering the amount of time since the last release, the fans have probably caught on by now anyway. Keep up the record, but you're right. I'm having consultations about the next movie's production and script. I can't wait for your next work, Director Lamb. Next, the net was lousy with rumors about it, but man, I think it's really happening. You're the guy who won that Lion D'Or award at the film festival, right? I'm curious to see what you're making next. I wish I could share that, but well, it's still in the very early concept phase, and there have been issues with some of the sponsors involved. So do look forward to the announcement once we've gotten everything finalized. Oh, that's a shame, but it's probably for the best. I wouldn't want to figure out the ending before the movie's even made, after all. I remember you from Nev Island. You've got quite a sense of humor, young lady. Yeah, she's not joking. I'm here for a separate project that I'm currently working on. I've been asked to help with the promotion of another movie coming out the next month. Oh, could that be? Right, I heard a certain energy drink maker has been doing some stuff behind the scenes. Bet it's gonna be one hell of a collab, huh? Hey now, I'm supposed to be under NDA here. Van's pretty sharp himself. Well, I know I'm looking forward to it. Goodness. Well, you'll have better put in your all. Things are getting real fishy. This is the perfect opportunity for the Spriggan and his friends to shine. Not to mention, the family thief Grim Cat too. Yeah, you can count on us. Look for the movie promo. I'm sure it'll be exciting. And next time I'll make sure to win and take the title of champion for myself. Dominique sometimes gives me advice like this in the early stages. Of course, she doesn't just provide a simple solution. Instead, talking to her kickstarts the creative process, helping me come up with more and more new ideas. That's Dominique Lancer for you. Heh. Hey, what are you acting so proud for? Dominique sometimes gives me advice like this in the early stages. She's always been such a big help. Better make sure my next movie is a good one to pay her back. Now I'm done supervising La Revue, it's time to take care of the rest of my business in the capital. Sure, it's raining, but it's times like these I can get good work done. You all run along now, and work hard. You're going back to the drawing board. You plan to reach the top of the real estate world. Yes, I've had to put a lot of things behind me. It's like she's burned out. Just what the heck happened in yesterday's interview? I've been looking into things for a long time, but Project Startaker has blown all my plans out of the water. Honestly, I'm finally realizing this isn't a time to obsess over the capital. Speaking hypothetically, if the eastern part of the continent were to be redeveloped, do you know where the most profit would be? Longlight, and the cities with abundant mineral resources that play a role in the Central East. Exactly, which means we need to set a new target. Times are changing, which means we need to change the way we operate. President, you're reckless, but you got spirit. I'll do what I can to support you. I was frantically working my way to the top, but now I'm putting a lot of things behind me. Seriously. It's time to watch and wait. I need to be flexible and prepare for anything while I find new markets. Just hearing her utter the word flexible is surprising. Now that I think about it, maybe she has been changing bit by bit since the end of the last year. Then we need to make sure we've got her back. She's still got her foibles after all. This isn't enough. They won't be able to. Got a moment? I'd like to ask you a few questions if you don't mind. Are you Mr. Byrne by any chance? Who are you, all of you? The representative appeared frightened, but Van and the artist were able to calm him down as they asked about the situation. Apparently, he came to this area to visit an old benefactor. An old benefactor? They're not a debt collector or anything, right? No, of course not. She's always treated me well and helped me countless times. Though she does tell me off on occasion, she can be quite a demon, but... Just who can be what now? The Kingpin. Huh, you're... The old lady, and are you telling me... It's been so long. Please, I need your help. You've gotten yourself into trouble, huh, Merton? Let's hear it, and make sure Spriggan hears you out too. I see, so it's not that you were making off with the donations. It's that you were scammed out of all the Mira. Have I got that right? Exactly right, I'm ashamed to admit. I'm such a fool, how can I let this happen? Is it really that easy to cheat someone out of that much money? I do wonder, do you think you could tell us just what happened? Yes, of course. It all started 2 days ago when a man visited the office. At the time, there weren't any other members of staff around, so I handled him. He claimed to be an inspector from the Department of Justice's Legal Entity Supervisory Board and accused us of donation fraud. Donation fraud? That's when you solicit donations under false pretenses and then take the mirror for yourself. Correct, it was an outrageous accusation, but I had no evidence to deny it. Legally speaking, we're required to precisely report our fundraising guidelines and the amount of donations collected to the government. The inspector accuses us of neglecting to do so, and intentionally no less. Since you were originally a part of the Agricultural Association, you weren't familiar with the laws and expectations of the sector. Just so, and because I was the chairman of that association, with both social status and the public sympathies, I'm sure you'd be elected if you used that mirror to run for office. I would never. I assure you, we're innocent. If there's a report you need, I'll prepare one right away. The Reconstruction Fund always keeps exact records of both cash and wire transfer donations. So submit a report right then and there, but then he suspected us of money laundering. If we handle this now, it won't be made public. You only need to respond in good faith. I didn't have a choice. I couldn't let my failings cause all the bereaved families needless worry. So I converted all donations into cash in secret. And you handed them over to the inspector. Yes. He even had 2 police officers with him when he delivered the money yesterday. I submitted the mirror alongside the report and requested an inspection. At which point they presented me with a receipt that had the Department of Justice's official seal on it. Of course they trusted them. But as time went on, something started to feel out of place. Yes, I felt all in the way I couldn't put into words. Which is why last night I spoke to someone at the Department of Justice about it. He said there was no legal entity supervisory board. When I heard that, I fell right off my chair. Let me guess, that Tachi case you're carrying as your life insurance papers and land deed. Because for some reason you were trying to make up for your mistakes on your own. I'm right, aren't I, you blibbering idiot? Miss Jin, I'm truly sorry. The last second, your face flashed through my mind. Look how spineless I am. Mr. Merton, please keep your spirits up. We'll get to the bottom of this. Yeah, how can we give up after what you've just told us? Well, the request was to get you and the donations back. Which means all that's left is to take the scammer to task. Thank you so much, all of you. I'm counting on you. But just how in the world are you going to fix this? That's the question of the day, isn't it? It's actually a pretty well-thought-out scheme. Almost anybody would be deceived by this sort of trick. Yeah, making people uneasy before scamming them out of their mirror is a common trick. But few can actually pull it off this well. And seeing as he went after donations, Mira says that's hard to track. It's clear to say in his first rodeo. If it's already been transferred to some illicit bank account, there's not much we can... Oof, I've been looking into that. Huh? I've got a lot of pull, alright? I've been reviewing transactions between questionable accounts. There's no evidence of any big transfers either yesterday or today. The criminal must still have the cash. Is that really something you can just look into? Yeah, no, not unless the right people help of their own free will. Somehow it feels like I'm looking at my Grammy. Anyway, if that's true, there's still a chance we can get it back. Really? Yes, of course we still need to figure out how. In that case, how about we say there was some undeclared income? Undeclared income, so we'll claim there was a deficiency in the amount that was reported yesterday. Huh, tacking on more would definitely reel him in. I'll give it a shot. Merton sent an email to the man claiming to be an inspector, telling him about a large quantity of undisclosed income. Not long after, he received a call from a private number to confirm it. On the advice of the nearby van crew, he made arrangements for an immediate supplemental application. After a call, they discussed strategy once more. You've got a bait. Don't screw us up, Spriggan, you hear? Huh, don't worry, we've got this. The designated location was Station Street, yeah? Right, this fake inspector should be there. Let's head over when we're ready. Okay. To begin, speak to Merton. Merton really showed up, and the Blackwood District seems the same as ever. Or never mind, you said you have a plan. We'll do whatever we can to help. Look, I get how we feel, but just leave this to us. Please don't do anything too reckless, Kaina. I told the rest of the staff to wait in the office. I hope this plan works. I don't have to hope. I have to believe. I believe in you guys and Merton. Good luck. It's almost to the point in time. I'm counting you. Alright, let's begin. We can't let it end like this. Time to get to work. Will this even work? I just have to believe in them. Run time. Sorry for contacting you. Very sorry for contacting you out of the blue. I appreciate you making the time. It's no problem. The issue is actually the fact that you had such a large amount of undeclared income. Such a mistake should by all rights make you subject to penalties. Did the gravity of our inspection escape you? I'm truly sorry. It's just we received a sizable donation about 3 days ago. One of our staff members made a mistake, which caused a delay in it being entered into our records. You said it was 2 million mirrors, didn't you? Consider it safely secured. Here's the paperwork, and please sign the proof of receipt as well. Right. Sign the papers. What is it? Never mind. Thank you for handling this. Of course, we'll be in touch at a later date with the results. Until then, I suggest you refrain from doing anything that would stand out. Right, that's our cue. Shall we play a fun little game of tag? It sounds like kind of disturbing when we say it like that. Anyway, let's follow the inspector carefully so he doesn't notice us. Oh, nuts.
Searching.
So he's leaving the store. Big inspector and 2 cops. Something about this bugging me, but what? Okay, that's gonna be a little tricky to deal with.
This is so freaking awesome!
Shit.
The Independence 2 is 70 hours long and has more than 100 times
There's tokens around here, but I can't really get to them easily, can I?
the thrust and max speed of your average airship. It's bound to be the most exciting ride in history. And with our cutting-edge spacesuits, I'll be able to float the stars like it's nothing. Maybe I'll blow you all a kiss.
What's he doing?
Calvard's project
Doing She, turn around! Phew, close call. This inspector seems like he's on alert. Could be. Let's keep moving. He might have caught onto us already. UI be damned, huh? Good thing he doesn't see me kneeling like this.
Anytime, anywhere. It's the perfect device.
Let's have a look.
What did you say? T-phones now on sale. Connect with the universe.
Searching.
Oh my gosh, there's stuff there too. So, the guide says I can grab 1 Grim token It's probably the one he's about to run to, huh? Imagine if he just steals it and just to keep me from getting it. What do you mean I'm losing him?
Let's have a look.
What?
Now where?
Okay, there we go. I'm not losing him yet. What's he up to? Where's he turning to? What? Oh, hell. Oh. We need to turn over there. That direction. Maybe it's going to that place. Let's keep our wits about us until the end. Oh, there's... Oh.
Let's have a look.
Sucks we can't visit Station Street right now. It's in order to collect all the tokens here.
Searching.
Just standing in front of there? Okay. Earn 1 SP. Dang, didn't let me get the last token! Those jerks! Yo, now you're talking. That's the additional 2 million euro, right? You didn't even need us to pretend to be police this time, huh? But we'll still be getting our proper cut, right, boss? Keep it down. Just stick with me and I guarantee you'll be successful in the future. Ah, you sure full of yourself, but hey, since you're so generous, I guess I'll overlook it. Ah, so the people playing dress up were hires. Was I wrong about this guy? Oh, who the heck are you guys? I thought they'd be a little more professional too. Guess I overestimated them, huh? The fact that it's just a bunch of schmucks is actually pretty irritating. There are things you should and shouldn't do. Come on, give yourselves up already. So you're a boss, huh? Why do I feel like I've seen you somewhere before? Oh, now you mention it. Wait, Freeman in disguise. Could be. Looks like my hunch is right in the money. You're one of the 3 Deviancy brothers who have been committing fraud all over the place. The youngest one, right? Heh. Haha, it is always you, Spriggan. Oof, I never thought you'd stoop this slow. Those other 2 are just hired hands though, right? Makes you wonder why the other brothers haven't shown up. You're right, considering how cocky he's acting, it seems like there's something else going on. Is he trying to bust them out of jail? Not that it matters, let's tie him up. Yeah, and I take back what I said earlier, you've got an interesting vibe. He's got some kind of evil power. What the hell are you babbling on about? Actually, this works out perfectly. Maybe I'll test this power on all of you. What? Is this the same as that other power? Is this the same as that monster last night? The weird cult power? You infected them. Haha, now get them, you two. Don't be afraid, we can take them down one at a time. Let's begin.
I'll take you on.
That only 100 damage. Wait, don't seem that too OP, actually.
I like where this is headed. Here I go. Jabril guard!
Backup's here!
A boost would work here. Go forth and teach them their place.
See you. Appreciate that.
My head. Push back!
Flames, give us strength!
You like that? My move now. Here goes.
If you would.
Here we go. You're not getting away. All pick. Come on. Snap to it, Shizuna!
Only Kagura is a single target thing, huh?
Time to go all out! Okay, let's go. Spirit beautification!
Here I go. Go forth and teach them their place.
Thank you.
Appreciate that.
Activating skill.
Those afar, hearken to the sound. My blade is both true and false, dancing in the moonlight. Now! Behold! New moon gleam!
Boost gauge upgrade. Bastard son of a...
Well, you guys sure gave us a hard time. Still, they don't usually fight back this much. It's a little different from the corrosion back in the beginning of spring. If anything, I'd say it's more of a physical contamination. Yeah, it feels like she's got her own ideas about this. What the? The cult buff... Well, last time was a white aura. Humph! Wah! Waha! What? Such power! So they better make it in time. We have other hired help? Waha, this is better than I imagined, so this is power unleashed. Over this is my superior intelligence eye. What the hell was that? Doesn't matter, I'm invincible. There's nothing I can't achieve. Could be he forgot about his brothers because of his, the powers corrupting his mind? Not so fast! The bracers! Sorry, but this road is closed. And we're A and B ranks, so I don't think you can just force your way through. What, you brought- why'd you bring civilians here? What if he takes them hostage? Huh, nice timing. Of course, it was thanks to you we were all able to coordinate. This guy seemed pretty creepy, but we've got him. Did you succeed? Rean and Allison came too, huh? You better stay behind me. You look like you've seen better days. Maybe all that power is taking a toll. You're under arrest for being caught in the act of fraud, larceny, and the forgery of official documents. I suggest you surrender quietly. Hey, whatever you mean. I'm invincible now. I don't fit into your little framework. Get it? I'm taking my revenge. I'll crush all goodwill and social etiquette under my heel. Get any closer, I'll have to use this. What are you saying? This guy's taking himself hostage. You bracers are so concerned with human life. You'll never be able to touch me. I'm ready for you anytime, you know. Why, even if I die, I only have to wait for the new dawn. The new dawn? He really is with that cult. Ugh. He's lost his mind. Get real. Kinda. All this talk about revenge and invincible give me a break. You just do whatever you please until things get inconvenient, then you run away. Does your life really mean so little to you? Someone like you will never be strong, no matter what kind of power you have. Sure, life is hard, and so many unfair, unreasonable, awful things happen every single day. But in spite of all that, I can't throw my life away, even more so now that there's someone by my side. That's why I need to live as full a life as I can. For my family, for my supervisor, for everyone in the village who's no longer with us. So if you're going to trample over my feelings along with the Mira, then at least be honest with yourself and figure out who you even are. Who I am? Damn right, looks like you've already forgotten you're the youngest brother. Damn, the Spriggans. Should I hold off on forcing my way in there? Yeah, besides, it seems like Hannah's got things all but wrapped up. Then, the final key to bringing this guy down is a choice. Remind him about his bond with his brothers, his path as a scoundrel, his sealed memories. So, I want to at least get some Gray and Law in here too, every now and then. Why? But why? The Law choice seems too sappy. I don't know, man. Why is the sealed memories considered chaos? It feels like it would cover his brothers as well. It's pretty impressive you managed to do something this bad and even try to twist the gill around your little finger. But it's ironic in the end, you lost sight of what you valued the most. What you say? You have brothers who are important to you. The three of you always act together. You may have been scoundrels, but it's true. You always worked as a group. I'll be the first to say you're annoying, but you're not you if you don't come as a set. What about your big brothers? Don't you think they're worried about you? Big brothers, where am I? Ah! He fainted. Yes, I'm sure burn on his mind and body was too much. Though it looks like the contamination at least has gone away. Guess he recovered on his own in the end. Do you fixers usually negotiate to resolve this kind of situation? Anyway, well, this the job's done. Call all the culprits. The mirror is safe. Hooray! Phew, I'm so thankful. Do you hear that, Mr. Burton? They solved it. Yes, I don't know what to say. I thought there was no way out of this, but the solution was there the whole time. Thank you, Arkride Solutions. The Creil reconstruction fund is in your debt. Thus, the scandal involving the Creil reconstruction fund successfully came to an end. The youngest Stephen C. Brother's memory was still fuzzy, and a few mysteries still remained. But he promised to continue to cooperate with the Guild's investigation into the source of this strange power.
And with that, the case is closed.
Mirror deposit confirmed.
Law ranked up. Kinda, Allison, I'm sorry I have made you worry. It's thanks to you that the situation was resolved. We didn't really do anything special, and Mern? From now on, don't try to take everything on by yourself. Come to us for advice, okay? Allison, she's angry, isn't she? She's right, though. I don't want to lose anyone else who's close to me. I'm sorry, Kinda, I made life my own life. Seeing as I'm representing a Creil fund, I'm going to have to do better. And I'm glad you understand. Let's keep doing our best. I believe that Mr. Mern seemed to understand, but we'll have to work hard to make sure this doesn't happen again. And then someday we'll complete the restoration of Creil Village. I caused a lot of worry, so I'm glad I was able to return with good news. Thank you so much again. I don't know how I can ever repay you. I gotta repay Gen 2 somehow, but she never accepts anything from me. And yet, at least make sure to manage the reconstruction fund properly.
Well.
I've said everything I needed to say. I'm glad we were able to resolve this safely. Mr. Merton seemed to understand too. We've got to do our best for the sake of all our donors. The bank president has made a rare appearance today, but apparently he has important business to attend to and is already planning to leave shortly. He and Miss Rosalia won't end up seeing each other, but I'm sure it must be very important. We'll do what we can to support him.
Searching.
Ah, cluster right at the start. Oh, I finally had a night off for the first time in ages, so Nancy and I went to the spa. But then we saw someone stealing some luggage and had to take them down while wearing nothing but our towels. Yep, talk about getting caught red-handed, huh? Is it just me, Karen, or has this been happening to us a lot? Right? We keep arresting people while we're off duty. Is it possible your passion for police work is actually drawing crime? Nope, absolutely not. Don't be ridiculous, Nancy. Could this be related to the new cult? Jokes aside, Karen needs a proper vacation. Once all this rocket business dies down, the two of us should take a girls' trip to the hot springs. I'm seriously grateful to Nancy. If I didn't have her backing me up, I'd never be able to do what I do. I'll make sure that if the police chief ever gives me a recommendation, Nancy will get one right along with me.
Searching.
Yay! I get to go shopping with Mommy!
Major Amelia is the talk of the town these days, but President Gramhart's getting even more popular too. He's good looking, works for the common people, and is super capable. Plus he's a former soldier, so he's probably really strong. I can see why magazines keep doing features about him. This is a little embarrassing. Hey, just accept it for what it is. It's not like you did anything wrong. That hit's different coming from an actress, so you've done it plenty wrong. I'm a chivalrous thief, okay? Does that mean you're close to getting a role? Yeah, you know how there's been all these space events all over the place? Well, one of them's got a sudden opening. It's only a minor part, but I did get a role. So when I think about whether or not I can even pull it off, I get scared. A little late for that, huh? Sure, I took some training, but at the end of the day, I'm just a regular guy. Maybe I should turn it down before... Are you saying you're going to run away? How about fake? Sure you're not missing any parts down below? Get your mind on the gutter. Hey, can you two take this seriously? Just when I felt a little bit impressed he got a role for himself. He turned tail and ran. That's completely unacceptable from one of my pupils. I don't have a choice. I'm gonna have to punish him. And what? Did he just say out loud, Marilyn? See, he must be imagining things. How funny. Peter can be such a dork sometimes. I mean, I only became a magazine model by chance. I'm just a normal person. Everyone starts without experience, right? You'll never get anywhere if you don't give it a try. I really tried yesterday, but I got spooked. I mean, it's not like I've got any real talent. I'm just a normal guy. Hanging out with around town is all I'm good for.
Searching.
Generally speaking, fads come from popular models or blockbuster films. Recently, however, people have been making a splash by broadcasting via their T-phones. Video streaming, I think they call it. Apparently, there's one streamer in particular who's extremely popular. I've got a T-phone of my own, so I better check it out. T-phones have been on the rise, so video streaming might be the next big thing. As a scout, I need to make sure I'm on the up and up. One streamer's apparently got a membership system, but I haven't confirmed that for myself yet.
Search time. Please, step on up.
Hey now. Costume. Arkride, it's been a while. Well, not that long, and everyone else is here too. But it has been a while since I've seen Agnès. Have you been helping out in the garden? Yes, long time no see, Mirabelle. Costume. Network aside, I didn't expect to see you in the Republic so soon. Don't tell me you're here about the space program on orders from the presidential office. I see no reason to deny at this point. The satellite uses Marduk's technology, after all. I'm more surprised to see her with you personally. What's so surprising about that? I'm a part-time associate member of the group, you know? Since when? Princess, why are you here? You're supposed to be over there this afternoon. Don't break continuity. Ikaruga's on her contract. You can't just ignore it, you know? Don't worry about it. I'm just taking a little break before I get back to work. She totally just blew them off, didn't she? Yes, but we already knew Ikaruga had a contract with the presidential office. I see, so there's something more than just the defense of the space base and the development of satellite and short technology. And that's not all, considering that both the Divine Blade of Silver and history's strongest soldier are involved. Oh? Heh. Gulp, what's going on here? Hey, no, is he asking questions he shouldn't be? There's only one thing I can think of. Well, it's got nothing to do with me, so I'll stop sticking my nose where it doesn't belong. Though it seems like it's got something to do with a friend of mine. Humph. Oh, how boring. If you just push a little more, I could have pulled you in. I'm sure that thing of yours would have rewritten the book on fighting in extreme environments. Hardly, there's no way to be able to understand such a bizarre power. Honestly, just analyzing the battle data from the two of you is causing us enough headaches. What I'm saying is, everything else is off the record. We don't need it, and we don't want it, so give up, Princess Kasim. I had no intention of saying anything I shouldn't. How did things turn out over on your end? Surely with all those brains and brawn, there's nothing to worry about, right? Indeed, it's gone better than anticipated, so we'll be leaving the finishing touches to all of you. See, just leave it to us. I'm looking forward to it. I just told you it's all supposed to be off the record. Yeah, I still have no idea what they're talking about. It sounds like the presidential office has been doing some high-level preparations. Boy, you really are a handful, Princess. Just who the heck do you think the security chief Kasim is? You two have been really buddy-buddy since yesterday, too. This is why I can't stand having to deal with non-standard personnel. Sorry if I made you jealous. I'm not jealous, just be careful, alright? Since yesterday, huh? I don't know the details. Now I've got all my space program responsibilities, but don't go thinking I'll skimp out on backing you up in the garden. If anything comes up, just give me a call. The space program is progressing steadily. I believe we'll make launch today without any delays. There are some troubling signs in the capital, but we'll leave that to you. Kasim, can you give Renee a earful for me? Seriously. Tell him he owes me big time for pushing all this crap on me. Should the opportunity present itself? Marduk is putting all of his resources toward the launch that's happening the day after tomorrow. I suppose I'll enjoy this short break while I can.
Beginning search!
And what a strange cat. Right? It's almost like he's thinking about something, though I'm probably just imagining things.
The coffee here is out of this world.
We put umbrellas out on the terrace on rainy days. We definitely don't get as many customers. Hopefully the rain stops soon. Kageyoshi's been acting kind of strange since this morning. I don't think it's because of the rain. I wonder if something happened. Kageyoshi's a black cat, and he's been our poster boy for ages now. Apparently the owner named him after a book. I don't really know the details. They officially announced the launch date for the man's mission to space. It may still be delayed on account of the weather, which is putting everyone on edge. I certainly understand why, but the forecast does suggest the rain will come to an end soon. Everybody just needs to take a deep breath. Why not relax for a while? My husband got called into work suddenly and they ended up sending him somewhere. There's no telling where or not he'll be back by the weekend. I'm so lonely. I know, Mom. We could write Dad a letter. A letter, you say? Yeah, that way Dad won't feel lonely either. He might even write us back. Why, that's a wonderful idea. Thanks, Lolo. I feel a lot better now. Alright, you're getting ahead of yourself, Mom. But we don't really write letters in the Central East much, so I think this is a great idea. Cults just don't feel right, if that makes any sense. I can't believe Lolo came up with the idea. He's really grown so much. And I'm so glad Mom's feeling better. I actually got the idea because Rooney was talking about letters before. I said I don't get to see Dad too, but that means I just gotta cheer up Mom in this place.
Let's have a look.
In our cluster. I ran into someone incredible last night. I never been so starstruck. I really want to talk to them about crime, but I think they were on a business trip. It is what it is. Oh well, I did get her autograph. Maybe one of these days I'll pay them a visit. Better keep up my nightly patrols. So, do you remember the strange incident in the capital at the end of the year, last year? I noticed nobody's written anything about how people across the sea were frozen and monsters were running amok. Was this book published before that, or do they really not know anything about it? It's kind of annoying to think that the most monumental incident I've ever lived through is being left in the past. All the reporters are back because we're doing an editor's meeting. Apparently they'll be picking who's doing the special issue we're releasing on lunch day. We're only a couple days away. Even I'm getting nervous. The media still hasn't given permission to enter Zeku Space Base, believe it or not. It's mostly fine since they'll be broadcasting the launch from their own powerful cameras, so it's too bad. We'll at least be sending one of our reporters to Longley since it's the closest city to launch.
Searching.
July 12th, 1 p.m. That's only 2 days from now. 2 days until a manned mission to space. I've got a lot of my own questions about it, but first I have to figure out who's doing what on the day of. Especially in Longley. It all depends on where Marielle makes it back in time. She's my top reporter when it comes to really getting into the meat of a topic. I can't help but have high hopes for her. Both the military and current administration are keeping crucial information under wraps. I'm curious about what's really going on, but right now I have a job to do as editor-in-chief. But Marielle's still not back yet. What should I do?
Space-themed merchandise?
Currently, the Rean Company and its affiliates are in position to see the most stock growth this year. Heck, some of the companies under Umbrella have seen their stocks grow tenfold since April. And don't forget Marduk and Orad. Oh, what's this? Wait, they're doing a novelization of that huge movie. Are you yanking my chain right now? And they've even got a side story and everything. Maybe I'll have to buy a copy for myself when I do my market analysis. It's almost scary how good this bookstore is at selecting the stock. I'm tempted to buy all of these, but my boss wouldn't be happy if I brought them all back to the office. I've been working a lot of overtime. Something tells me I'm not going to be able to catch that movie adaptation anytime soon. That's the basic idea anyway. Is there anything you don't understand so far? No, I think I get it. Man, you really are something, Albert. You managed all the other part-timers while still acting as the student council's treasurer. Yes, well, I'll be quitting today. There's no way I can keep up with work and be the student council president. But I appreciate the kind words. A bunch of the first-year girls are always going on about how cool you are. It's enough to make any man jealous. There's no point in getting that kind of attention from a bunch of random people. Huh? That's enough chit-chat, Chris. I still have to show you what to do next. Right. Looks like Chris is taking over for Albert as part-time job. Let's clear out before we get in the way.
Alright then.
Next, I'll show you how to use the register. Roger that. Albert's such an earnest young man. Having him here was a huge help. It'll be a little lonely without him, but I'm sure he'll pop back in as a customer. I hope he does well in his new role as student council president. Albert could be a little unreliable at times, but he's got a good head on his shoulders. He even went out of his way to introduce me to one of his underclassmen when he quit. And I'll be cheering for him as his new role in his new role as student council president.
Well.
Please take as much time as you need. I hope to see you again.
We've got model rockets and photos of Major Amelia. Everything you need to celebrate the launch. It's the event of the century, people. Now's the time to bye. Hi there, would you like to try a new Maximum Energy drink? Don't miss your chance to give it a taste.
It really packs a bunch.
It's all summer without a scary story too. Got any good ones? Can't say they do. I try to make sure to drive extra carefully when it's raining. You know, that's not what I mean. I mean spooky stories, the kind that put your hair on end, like you'd find out east. I'm not sure if it qualifies, so I did hear about a mysterious website that'll answer any question you ask. Oh, that's the one that knows things way beyond what a person normally could, right? Its answers don't feel human at all. If you access it even just once, it'll vanish or something. Some kind of ghost version of ChatGPT? It's gotta be the work of a ghost that set up shop on the Orbital net. Sounds plausible, right? Online ghost stories are so cool, and they've been getting real popular thanks to T-phones too. Seeing as how they're so widespread, it wouldn't be crazy to think spirits and ghosts might latch onto the websites. Instead it answers any question you give it. I've heard about it, but I don't really see the appeal. Where do these sources of rumors even come from anyway? Welcome. Calhoun's got some business to attend to, so I'll be handling things in this place. I've got this, so I might make a little mistake or two.
What would you like? Please stop by again sometime.
It's about time, ma'am. Right, once I get Kunming, we'll head out. Sounds like they have business to attend to. Doesn't feel as tense as the usual Heyo with Garing. Is something else going on? You don't exactly have spare time on your hands. Orders are orders. I'll obey the order no matter what. Oh, it's you again. Good work last night. We've yet to finish dealing with the aftermath, but you know how it is these days. The work has been piling up. At this point, we'll take any help we can get. Maybe I should have Sao send you guys the first VG. Please don't. We're busy enough as it is. Oh, this one back here. Well, it ain't Paulette. Guess you did say you were heading out this morning. Hello, Ben, everyone. This is actually the 10 I told you about. Finlay. Oh, of course. It's nice to meet you. I'm Finlay, a friend of Paulette's. We used to work together back when she was still a nurse. She doesn't work at our old hospital anymore, though. Is she the one who... She must have been the friend that almost reported Maxim to the guild back when he was trying to find Paulette. I'm so happy to see you. It must have been a nightmare trying to find time away from work. I just had to hear what was new with you. So, how's Yume? She turned 7 this year, right? She must be so adorable. I'd love to drop in if I have the time. Please do, you're always welcome. Oh, there's something else I want to talk to you about. Seems like they haven't seen each other in a hot minute. We shouldn't intrude. Sounds like they have something serious to discuss. Let's get going. Finlay had my back in those days, but I just couldn't tell her what was going on. It's been more than 6 months since Maxim came back into my life. Maybe it's time for me to start moving forward. So it's true, the two of you are together again. So, okay, tell me everything. I'm here for you.
Now. Alright then.
What a catch!
Puffer and purifying spice, okay. The movable and the cheap are here too, huh? Who would have thought we'd be hung up by rainy weather? Two adults on a quiet date. It's like a scene from a movie. Huh, calling it a day is a bit of a stretch. Sounds like things were rough last night. Kincaid filled me in a bit. Last night? They're talking about the group van the artist ran to. Elaine's looking into it, but the people we took in don't remember much. At least we were able to confirm their identities. They'll be released as soon as their help improves. However, since some of them have no families or relatives, we're worried they might get up to more trouble. I arranged to have the police check in on them every once in a while. Is that so? In other words, the CID's got no intention of getting involved. That might be overstating it. But there is a reason the CID doesn't have the resources to handle it. And until that reason is taken care of, we've been relying on cooperation from all sides, Marduk and Ikaruga included. We've been increasingly busy helping out since around May. Let me guess, the reason is Project Startaker, isn't it? I know you're not going to tell me if I ask, but why all this effort? Why is the full power of the intelligence agency caught up with sending someone into the atmosphere? Let's just call it a state secret and move on, yes? I'm sorry about this, but for what it's worth, I can't tell you anything despite all you've done to help us. Chief. If you're going to be so apologetic, then maybe we can cut you some slack. Damn it, Renee, he just cuts us off and makes no effort to hide the distance he's putting between us. He went back in school, he tried to deal with all the student council problems on his own. Man, are you pouting because a big brother won't play with you? Trust me, he ain't the big bro. I was the one leading him around when we were kids. What do we say? Van's childlike side is kind of refreshing, don't you think? The guy's not just following CID policy, he's got orders from the presidential office as well. We only hope that all of you, Elaine included, can find a way to figure out what's going on. For now, I appreciate any information you can share, Kilika. Even about Walter's movements, the Society's people, or what's going on with the church and this whole pact thing. And something about why the Republic's reaching out to the other nations. I suppose I can tell you a little. In exchange for information on the tech union's movements, or the policies of the guild's HQ in Le Mans, things like that. Work, damn fox. And they may look like old friends, but it's clear the Spying Skull is one step ahead. But they seem really close, just like Van and his friends. Maybe, but their situation is completely different from ours. And do they really gotta dangle these juicy hints in front of us when they know we're listening in? Seriously, but I take it you've already heard about all this stuff, haven't you? Nope, sorry, only a few of us are actually involved. We haven't seen each other in ages, but she's just as true as ever. Since we'll probably be both be busy for a while, we should exchange information while we can. There's something very cheap about morning cocktails. They're not too strong either. Perhaps it would be nice to relax with a glass of my day off. If isn't Van's pals, the long time no see. It's sure been a minute. I didn't realize you were back in town, Shino. Were you taking your bar all over the country? Yep, since it's on wheels, I figured I better use that to my advantage and take it all to all sorts of places. I had the opportunity to meet all kinds of people, and I learned a lot. That's right, so you found your own way of running a business, huh? Too bad I won't get to enjoy your drinks as often as I like, but I'll be rooting for you. Thanks. I'll work hard to live up to your expectations. Mai's the one who gave me the push I needed. It's thanks to him that I'm staying true to myself and traveling the country with my bar. Who knows, we might end up bumping into each other out there somewhere.
Hello.
Shino's Sangria.
Care for some popcorn?
Oh, that popular bar popped up and has been taking away some of my customers. After I went through all the trouble coming up with new menu items too, am I going to be able to meet my targets? Now the popcorn's getting out soggy too. Talk about a hit to all confidence. Maybe I'll catch a movie during my break and reset. I love movies, but I haven't been able to watch any these days. I really should stay focused on selling my new menu items rather than taking breaks. God, I wish I do. Okay, seems I have 2.
Alright, I'll put it on the blog.
Can hardly wait.
Softer than they look and easy to eat. These treats unleash a concentrated explosion of sweet potato flavor in your mouth with every bite. Consider my interest piqued.
Alright, I'll put it on the blog.
If you would be so kind.
The buckwheat flour gives the dough a highly sophisticated aroma, and the brown sugar paste imparts a compacted depth of flavor. A suitable tea snack for refreshing the soul.
Oh, that movie was the
How about a delicious ice?
Oh, are you from the East? It seems to me like you know a lot about sweets. Oh, aren't you observant? As it so happens, I'm in the mood for ice cream. Despite the light rain, it's a busy time of day. Which would mean that you're in the mood for fresh berry and chocolate mint, aren't you? You're right on the money. Perhaps you possess powers yourself. The unsugared eye, perhaps. I was wondering what you were getting all excited about. The unsugared eye, huh? I like it. Gosh, man.
Alrighty.
And I can typically tell what kind of flavors people are in the mood for. Maybe that's one of the reasons this place has been getting so popular. Shinobi Punk Izayoi, huh? I am curious about what these Eastern shinobi are like. But is this film even accurate to the culture and history? It seems like shallow entertainment, but it also looks kind of fascinating. It's been a while since I struggled to decide whether to see a film or not.
Screen 2 will be opening its doors shortly. Please keep all
I've heard rumors about Gloria La Revue. Apparently last night's rehearsal was incredible. It's been drawing a lot of attention. Gloria's film adaptation was actually very well regarded too. Perhaps we have to rerun the film in tandem with the stage show.
Bravely Legends. Awakening of the Flame.
Oof, I feel like I saw something I shouldn't have. Thanks to the human game, I feel like I'll never trust people again. Oh, how thrilling. This is what I was waiting for, the guilty pleasure of being immersed in such a movie. Oh, the film's ready to open up, by the way. I'm not breaking any rules. Not that I think there should be any restrictions with movies. That said, it'd be a real pain if somebody tried to imitate something they saw in the movie and it became a whole thing.
Search time.
Grim Token.
Screen 1 will be opening its doors shortly. Ticket holders, please proceed to the entrance.
Hold on, isn't today the student tennis tournament? I'm pretty sure Hermes is participating. But Remiferi and Liberal are just way too good at tennis. Yeah, I bet both our first high school and Genesis Royal Academy are going to be on top this year. Of course, Force Tennis Club has been rising through the ranks too. They'll definitely be leaving their mark on the competition. Really? Well, that's exciting. The school tennis tournament, huh? Wasn't that one of the events you could bet on? Huh. That could come in handy for that betting minigame, huh? I can't believe Lyle can't make it. He said he got called into work out of nowhere. Yeah, he delivers food. He wasn't even scheduled to work, but they asked him to make deliveries because he's got a normal scooter. It's way too much of a pushover, I swear. However, this just means we gotta enjoy the movie enough for him too.
Alrighty.
Big budget films are great and all, but I'm more into movies like Human Game. It shows the ugliness of humanity in such detail that it makes you want to look away, but I'm planning to watch every second. Unfortunately, it probably isn't really Lyle's speed. Bulma said as much, but Shion really is easy to read. Though Lyle is too. Only God knows how things will go from here. In terms of major film distributors, you have United Star, Orion Films, and Calvard Pictures. In these days, even Vegas Films, whose numerous hits have helped them gain popularity. The rankings in the box office shift every year, so it's always exciting to keep tabs on things. Perhaps the Republic's film culture has blown up like this in part because these companies have been vying for the top.
Please keep all T-phones on the film.
Welcome.
Okay. Human Game. Dystopian thriller. I wish I invite to see it with me. Shizuna, Bergard. That's 3 tickets for Human Game. That'll be 600. Man headed into the theater of his company of choice, having decided to take a break from work. A young man named Gil took on an amount of debt by co-signing a loan of his best friend, who he trusted more than anyone, but it had all been a ruse. The amount was far more than he could ever hope to pay back. Just as he had fallen into despair, he stumbled upon a possibility. Gil received an invite from an unknown sender to a game show with a massive payout, but it's probably one where you could die. This competition was a twisted one, where the participants were forced to cast aside their dignity and risk life and limb for money. Despite being put on a parade like an animal for the event's wealthy host, Gil managed to claim victory after victory. This was largely thanks to another young man named Adam, with whom he had cooperated and come to trust deeply over the course of several games. Will Adam betray you? Although their reasons for getting involved in the game differed, they shared a common bond and quickly became friends. Eventually, Gil and Adam were forced to confront the climax of the event, Hell's Seesaw.
Looks like 55 Degrees is up next. The incline on Hell's Seesaw is getting really steep now. Oh, and we're losing players left and right, with many of our contestants dropping out in every sense of the word.
Just a little longer, Gil. Hang in there. As long as we get that mirror home, we win in the end.
I know. You think I'd lose after having gotten this far? Just 3 more games. Just 3 more games, and then I can settle the score.
That's the spirit, Gil. Grab on!
Huh? Adam, what are you doing?
Curse your sudden but inevitable betrayal!
It's going to take every single mirror in the prize pool to pay for my little sister's surgery.
Oh-ho! An unexpected betrayal this late in the game? Does that mean the trust between them was just a clever ruse?
I hate to have it end this way, but I'm winning this alone. I'm sorry.
Adam? Was this your plan right from the start? Just you wait! I swear one day I'll get you back for this!
Despite being made primarily to entertain, this film also serves as an excellent depiction of how one reaps what they sow. We see the way greed can transform a person, causing them to chase single-mindedly after profit, to the point where it causes their own destruction. And the film shows us step by step how that can play out. And the whole theme left a big impression, that's for sure. It was especially clear with Adam's story. They took a guy who seemed so upright and showed how he lost sight of everything once greed took hold of him. Though I guess at the very least, he had his reasons beyond just that for betraying Gil. Be that as it may, had the two worked together and split the winnings, he could have raised the remaining money he needed through other means. In the end, it was Adam's distrust, fear of failure, and his desire to prevent anyone besides himself from winning that led to him to make the mistake of betraying Gil. As spot analysis as ever, Master, what happened in the end? Did Gil somehow really get his revenge? And because of that, Gil, who held on to his principles the whole way through, was able to turn the tables, and Adam suffered for his choice. It always feels good to see someone who sticks to his guns win out, while selfish idiots get their comeuppance. Betrayals, contests of endurance, all the games in that movie look so fun. If there really was a tournament like that, where you could earn oodles of cash from winning, I might give it a try. Knowing you'd probably win the whole thing without even trying. Your unclouded eye would give you a serious edge in the mind games and battles of wits and all that. Will you really end up having any fun if you just steamrolled a competition like that? True, well if I couldn't have any fun, I'd just spoil everyone else's. I bet if I brought everything crashing down on the masterminds and the audience's heads, the devastated expressions would be priceless. Sounds like you're ready to steal the role as the bonus for yourself. Okay, buy the brochure.
Welcome.
Thank you for your visit today.
Maybe Bravely Legends gun.
Please keep all T-phones on silent and enjoy the film. Thank you for your...
Then Sight ahead in the theater with his company of choice, having decided to take a break from work. Okay. That was a fun movie. And I found the parts where I focused on the bonds between friends especially touching. Particularly when Akira and Gash reconciled after a misunderstanding. Yeah, that part may have been a bit cliche, but it also reminded me how thankful I am for my own friends. Honestly though, I'm a little surprised that was the part that resonated with you the most. Really? But I'm fighting alongside all my friends right now, just like the characters in the movie did. We've been through a lot together, and everyone at Arkride Solutions is dear to me. I've learned so much from you and the rest, and we've had each other's backs through thick and thin. Yeah, fair point. I guess it's the same for me in a way. I'm blessed with so many amazing friends, and you're right at the top of that list. When I think about it like that, maybe I see this movie in a slightly different light. Modern advancements in animation are simply mind-boggling, but I guess that comes with the Republic's cutting-edge video technology. For instance, the effects in the fight sequences, for those, they use backlighting, where they actually shine light through the animation cells. Those effects heighten the contrast between light and shadow, adding to the sense of speed in the scene, and the tech to do that. Oh, sorry, I totally started monologuing, huh? I get really passionate about this sort of thing. Now, don't sweat. I really don't mind, honestly. In fact, thanks to you laying it all out, I now get why those scenes had the impact they did. Help me appreciate the movie on another level. Really? I'm relieved to hear that. In that case, can I tell you about some of the cool VFX I noticed later on? Sure, as long as we don't lose track of time. Okay, now resume work.
Now, what do we have here?
Okay, note from longtime friend. My childhood friend Ginny left me a note saying she moved out of her share house. I've been trying to figure out why, but so far I've got Bupkiss. Please, I need your help, Spriggan. Luke. Sup, you seem troubled. If it isn't Van de Spriggan, as a matter of fact I am. You said your childhood friend and roommate Ginny left and hasn't come back yet. That's right, she's been gone since this morning. Later, I found she even left a note. It's also sudden. I really have no idea where she could have gone. Didn't the last share house group do this too? Can I count your help? Sure. Alright, we'll take this on. You said she's been gone since this morning. So she was with you in the share house last night, right? Yes, nothing seemed to be amiss. But when I woke up this morning, there was no sign of her. All I found was the note she left in the living room. So she left while you were sleeping. Think we could see a note? Of course. Let's see. Luke, you're simply too dazzling. I know it's the sun, but I decided to distance myself from you and leave the share house. It's nothing you need to worry about, so please don't look for me. Dispose of my possessions in whatever way you see fit. Wow, no wonder you were shocked. She wrote in notes on certain terms as she was leaving. Have you noticed anything different about Ginny lately? No, not at all. I'm embarrassed to admit. Though I've only been living in the share house for about a month. It's not like we've had any big fights or anything since I moved here. Just to make sure we got this right. Are you two in love with each other? In love? Of course not. What other thing to say? We've been childhood friends for 20 years. She's like family to me. He's way too easy to read. Well, best pretend to believe him for now. Do you have any idea what she meant by too dazzling? Honestly, that's the part I'm most confused about. I tend to be gloomy by nature. I even decided to become an engineer to avoid interacting with people. Ginny, on the other hand, has always been so cheerful and honest. Even at her part-time job, she's loved by her fellow staff members and the customers too. Dazzling is a word better suited to her, not me. Well, everybody's got their own opinion, no matter the reasons. She was probably overwhelmed by her strengths. Must be tough for those around you. I can't imagine I have any qualities she'd be jealous of. But if that is true, then I've only failed her all the more as a friend. It would mean I didn't understand her feelings in the slightest. The fact that she just abandoned all of her things out of nowhere is weird too. Yeah, and also the nothing to worry about part. Of course they're gonna worry. Sounds to me like we need to find her and find out how she really feels. Yes, it's also possible she got dragged into some sort of trouble. I thought that too, which is why I've been trying everything I can to find her, but no such luck. She normally works as a waitress at Macmillan Cafe. And she also cleans rooms at the Maserati Hotel in the Seiden District. She'd normally be at the hotel today, so I tried contacting them. They said she hadn't come to work yet, and they hadn't heard from her. Did you also contact Macmillan Cafe? I even wanted to ask in person. We've hung out together a few times in the Tyrell District where a cafe is. That was the only other place I could imagine Ginny going. But in the end, I didn't find a thing. I see. Well, we don't have any other leads yet. We should check out the places where she works again. Yeah, it could be the situation has changed too. Care to join us? Are you sure? That seems like the most efficient way to do this. Let's get started then. We can go to either Macmillan Cafe in the Tyrell District or Maserati Hotel in the Seiden District.
Okay, time to get to work.
Pardon me.
You're a man who came by this morning, Ginny's friend, right? I'm afraid I haven't heard from her since. Oh, is there anybody here who might know anything? Well, she's a friendly person, so she's built rapport with many of the people here. Lucia was especially close to her. They talked to each other about all kinds of things. So she might be the one to ask. She should be around here right now. Thank you so very much, sir.
A moment, please.
This is about Ginny, right? No one ever told me about it, but I haven't been able to get in touch with her either. You know what? I just remember something I only learned this recently, mind you. But it turned out my little brother Kirk knows her. Your little brother? Yep, I don't know how they came to know each other though. Kirk plays basketball with a team in the Seiden District. He should be playing there now, so maybe try talking to him. Talk about a small world. You got that right. Just curious, is Ginny a big basketball fan? Oh yeah, she's real athletic, so she loves playing a game of hoops. I suppose this shouldn't be surprising. She's always been real cheerful. She can get to be friends with just about anyone, which explains why she's got such a big circle.
Alright then.
Got something to ask you.
You're Luke, right? The one who contacted me this morning, which would make you a Spriggan. I'm sorry to say that Ginny isn't here yet. Has she ever been late or absent from work without permission before? Cremona, you trained her for a part-time job, do you know? Well, I looked over records, and this is the first time she hasn't shown up without contacting us. I see. This certainly seems out of the ordinary. Yeah, what in the world could have happened? She was always cheerful and upbeat, and she was a really hard worker. But I think something was barring her. Barring Ginny? She did say she'd like to be given more shifts in the future. I asked her why, and she just said she had to make a lot more money. Any idea what that might be? Why it might be? She moved to a share house to cover housing expenses. That's why I thought she wasn't struggling with money anymore. Although, something on her mind? Yes, I always wondered why she had 2 part-time jobs. If she just wanted to make ends meet, her job at the cafe would have probably been enough. I thought maybe she was trying to save for the future or something. Maybe she has some sort of reason for it. We can speculate all day, but we'll leave it at that for now. Did anything else stand out? Let me think. She always seemed to be stopped by somewhere after work, instead of going straight to the subway. But I don't know where, sorry. Somewhere in Seiden District. Thanks, you've been a big help. Right, why don't we organize info with Bergard? Seems like Ginny got worries of her own. It sounds like she wanted to work more shifts to make up more money. That seemed to be the case, whether life's been hard for her or not. She was also acquainted with Lucia's younger brother Kirk. He was part of the Seiden District's basketball team, right? Sounds like Ginny had remarkable athleticism and a fondness for basketball. I guess she stopped by somewhere after her shift at the hotel too. Could it was a basketball court where she could work up a sweat. In which case, she would probably know the entire basketball team, not just Kirk. That makes sense. And he sure connected the dots. We've still got a lot to uncover, but it sounds like we've got ourselves a lead. Yeah, let's head for a basketball court.
Got a question for you.
Oh yeah, Ginny is super good at basketball. I should know, I played against her a few times. Is it true that nobody knows where she is? Yeah, she's been gone since this morning. Have you seen her anywhere? Not today, no. Last time would have been the day before yesterday. She said she'd be back. I wonder what happened. I see. You could try asking Simon too. He's our captain, so he knows that kind of stuff. But I think he isn't here now. No, I think he went to check out a food stall run by some guy named Eddie. Maybe you'll run to him on the main street. Right, and let's get over there.
Hey, you! You'll buy something, yeah?
Pardon me.
You don't know where Ginny went, huh? Do you know anything, Simon? I don't just know. I actually saw her a little while ago. Really? Sounds like we've already hit the bullseye. Where did you see her? I heard her overpass by the hotel. I saw her when I was on my way here from the basketball court. She was all by her lonesome. Oh, wait, I was there too. Why didn't you say anything? Well, I was thinking of going over and saying hi myself, since it was a rare opportunity. But even from far away, I could tell she seemed kind of down. I figured she wanted to be alone. Well, I'm glad she's been found. Let's not let this chance get away. Let's head over there. Looks like someone came through here. Let's do a short search just in case. Leave it to me. Search complete. They seem to be a woman's footprints. Doesn't leave much out. Let's follow them quick and stick with us. Thank you. What the? Oh no, don't tell me she's joined the cult. Ginny, there's something definitely off about her. Leave the chit chat for later. Time to divide and cover these monsters. Weren't even worth an actual fight. That wasn't even a warm-up. That ain't something to be disappointed about. It's okay, she appears to be unharmed. But she's still like this, even despite all the commotion. Looks like she's a bit hazy for some reason. Perhaps we need to resuscitate her in some way. No, Jenny! Luke! Why? Why does this happen? And more importantly, how can you come to such a dangerous place on your own? If I lost you, Luke? She's come too. Thank goodness, Jenny. It's definitely the cult. The new cult. So you're saying your memory is fuzzy from this morning all the way until now? I mostly remember what I was doing, but it felt like it was half me help someone else. Like some kind of possession? I'm so sorry, it seemed like it caused all of you so much trouble. Now we're just doing our job. Sounds like you were in a daze. So I guess he was too dazzling you tried to distance yourself from him. I don't really understand what that even means. Seriously? So you're such as much as ever, Luke. Listen, I've always felt jealous of you. Jealous? Yeah, unlike me, you know a lot, and you're always mature and calm. Plus, you're an engineer, you're completely independent. What? None of those things are that special. That's not true. You have wonderful qualities, and you're honestly pretty popular. You have no idea how worked up I get about it. I don't care about being popular or anything. Because the only person whose opinion matters to me is... What? Wait, what? Alright, I've had my fill. You know, I think they suit each other. With that, man, the Urs escorted the pair back to the share house, ensuring Ginny had sufficiently recovered. And we're going to talk about how this is connected to the cult. I think you really did today. I reached out to my employers again too. But still, why did all that happen in the first place? I guess I shouldn't have been so impatient about getting another job from that recruitment site. Something smells off about this. What? The recruitment site itself could be in on the cult? Mind if I take a look at your screen for a sec? So it's brainwashing people through the internet? Sure, I don't mind. Huh? I feel like I just saw something. Maybe I might have to freeze frame that later. What? She doesn't seem to have noticed, but something definitely flashed on the screen for a moment. Let's just keep it in mind for now. Oh, nuts.
That takes care of that.
Mira deposit confirmed.
This is getting weird. I guess I'll go get lunch ready. Yeah, okay. That's how it's being spread. Oh man, we're screwed because everyone's addicted to the internet. I'd probably be the first victim, huh? Too terminally online. Also, I got the freeze room, but I can't tell what it is. Okay, before I forget, I'm just gonna use this topic.
Do you have a moment? What would you like?
Here is a book key service, right? What event would you like to bet on? Force Military Academy Tennis Club, huh? Might not be a bad idea to bet on that one, use it as a point of reference. Oh, daring, aren't we? Put down the trio, huh?
We'll see how things play out.
Hope you win. Yeah, before I forget. It's easy to forget. Thanks for tuning in this Let's Play of Trails Beyond the Horizon. If you enjoyed, please leave a like, subscribe, hit the bell icon, and maybe try out the game for yourself.